So, 4 years in, and I have now visited the Manchester Christie, the Manchester Alexander, the Leicester Royal Infirmary, God knows how many times, the Leicester General, the Leicester Glenfield, and now I'm at the OB Spire Hospital, which is where my care got transferred over to. And my file is about that thick, massive. So, go to the appointment, going to the hospital. Finals have been there. Nice place. Really, really nice place. The hot chocolate doesn't taste like brown water from McDonald's. Actually tastes like hot chocolate, which is good. Check in. Sit in the waiting room. Going to meet my new oncologist. Great. So, feelings at the moment are, well, we've been down this rabbit hole before, so let's see what happens. Okay, so we're going to meet the guy. He's a nice guy, very personable, easy to talk to. Doesn't care less who I am. Doesn't care about my journey. Doesn't care about my onward journey. Now, I say that not easy. It's not an easy thing to say because I'm not trying to put somebody down because they're very hard jobs. Doctors doing oncologists has got to be one of the hardest because you're surrounded by this disease and a lot of people that don't make it. But there was no passion in this guy's eyes. There was no, okay, right, this is what you've had. This is what we're going to do. Let's go for it. None of that. It was a complete 180 on what happened in Manchester. Now, it's fine if there's no hope and there's nothing this guy can do. That's fine. Say it. Say it right there and then. Don't string me along. So we sat down. He had a look at my file. And he said, okay, I can see you've been prescribed Longserv tablets, so we'll get those ready for you. Great. So then we asked, okay, so what do we do now? Well, we'll try the Longserv, which is what the other doctor had prescribed. We'll try the Longserv and see where that goes. Okay. Do we do any scans? Should we have some scans done? Because we haven't had scans for a bit, blood tests and see where everything is now and maybe do a base comparison, which is what my wife asked. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. I'll organise that for to be done. So it wasn't his suggestion, that was ours. Okay. It's been a while since we've had a genetics test. Maybe if we have an up-to-date genetics test, can we get that organised? Yeah, okay, if you want to do that, we'll do that as well. I'll organise for that to be done for you. So it'd make a great PA, but in terms of care, no. I left that appointment feeling so deflated. And it's hard to pick yourself up from that because it took me right back to the guy that said I'd be dead in 3 months. And then I wasn't. But it took me straight back to that, to this guy, a name on a piece of paper with a medical file that's not good. So he had nothing about him. I was just another person. Next, okay, there's you. Next, oh, there's you. Next, there's you. So this is where this guy, because I don't think he could do, because in his mind there was nothing he could do, that was it. I was closed off book to him. So, okay then, so that's how we're going to leave that. Great. So we get some blood tests done, get my Longserv tablets, and away we go. So I start this course of Longserv tablets. Okay. No real side effects with that. It wasn't too bad. Bit of nausea. Mouth sores were the worst bit, but we got through that. I seem to get a lot of mouth sores. I've got one now that I'm waiting for tablets to come through. It wasn't really bad. But a couple of weeks into it, I'd noticed that my whites of my eyes had started to change colour a little bit. There was a tint of yellow in it. Okay, maybe I'm tired, so I've got some eye drops for it. I hope it'll go away. It didn't. And it's starting to get darker. And not as dark as you would notice it. So you would say, bloody hell, has he got demon eyes? But enough that a week later, we sat down for dinner and Sophie, my daughter, noticed that my eyes were yellow and she pointed it out. She said, Dad, why are your eyes yellow? So at that point, we went to panic stations, or I went to panic stations because I know what that means. Kids don't know what that means, but I knew what it means. It means that my liver's obviously starting to shut down, which is not good. Okay. So we made an emergency appointment to go to the doctors that night, back to the OB, which they saw us because they have an emergency part to their hospital surgery. So we went down. I was checked by the on-call doctor. He didn't notice the eyes. He thought they were fine until he really looked in. He says, "Oh yeah, they are a bit yellow, aren't they?" So we agreed that we were going to stop the Longserve tablets right there and then, get some blood tests done there and then, and get the results back on the Monday. Emergency appointment both on Monday to go over the results. So we did that. We went on the Monday, and that's when I was told there's the Longserve are causing my liver to shut down. It's causing damage, more damage to my liver faster. So we won't be going back on that, and there's nothing else I can do. His words, unfortunately, Mr. Anderson, there's nothing else I can do now. We've come to the end. Okay. Nothing at all out there. No trials, no experimental drugs, no surgeries, no maverick people that just want to cut something out. No, nothing at all. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Anderson. This is the end now. The only thing I can do now is send you over to a hospice, the Loros Hospice, and transfer your medical care now over to them, because unfortunately, from an oncologist point of view, that's it. It's done. Okay. Do I have a time limit? Well, I don't like to give time limits out because you can go outside and be hit by a bus. Well, number 21 doesn't stop outside this surgery, so I don't think that's going to happen. But can you give me a guesstimate? No, not really. No, I can't really give you a guesstimate. It could be weeks, it could be months, it could be days. I don't know. It's not something I tend to give a figure on. And that's how this guy was. There was no caring about him. It was a factory line. It was one of the worst experiences that I've had with a doctor yet. If I could face this guy again and wring his neck, that's the anger side of me. Because you can't talk to people like that. You cannot talk to people like that. And I've used this quote before from Batch Adams. If you treat a disease, you win or lose. You treat a person and you win every time. This guy's lost his care for people. He's lost his care for his patients. Well, I can't say that because I don't know how he talks to other people. He did not give a rat's ass that I was there, and he didn't give two hoots whether I survived or not. That was just a name on a piece of paper. Thanks for that. I'll tell you what happens next in the next video.